What if the most controversial iPhone redesign in years isn't going anywhere, and instead, Apple is doubling down on it? Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. That's exactly what's happening with Apple and its liquid glass interface. After a lot of mixed reactions from users, rumors suggested Apple might quietly roll things back. But according to a new report, the company is doing the opposite with iOS 27, keeping the design, refining it, and finally giving users more control over it. And honestly, that might be the smartest move they could make right now. To understand why this matters, you have to look at how big of a shift liquid glass really was. When it first showed up in iOS 26, it wasn't just a visual tweak, it was one of the most dramatic design overhauls Apple has done in over a decade. Transparent layers, glass-like icons, depth effects. It looked modern, but also introduced some real usability issues. A lot of users complained about readability, menus overlapping, too much visual noise. It looked cool, but sometimes it didn't feel practical. So naturally, people expected Apple to either tone it down heavily or scrap it entirely. But instead, Apple is taking a different approach: evolution, not reversal. According to insights from Mark Gurman, Apple is recommitting to liquid glass in iOS 27 and focusing on refining the experience rather than replacing it. And the most interesting part, a new system-wide control that could finally fix one of the biggest complaints. We're talking about a slider that lets you adjust the intensity of the glass effect across the entire system. That means instead of being stuck with Apple's default look, you can fine-tune how transparent or how solid you want your interface to be. Want a cleaner, more readable UI? Dial it down. Prefer the futuristic glass aesthetic? Turn it up. This kind of control sounds simple, but it's actually a big deal. Because up until now, Apple has been very strict about how iOS looks and feels. Sure, we've gotten small customization options over the years, but system-wide visual control like this, that's new territory. And it directly addresses the biggest criticism of liquid glass without throwing away the entire design language. Keeping it and improving it makes a lot more sense. From a user standpoint, this feels like a step in the right direction. When liquid glass first launched, it was exciting but imperfect. Now, instead of forcing users to adapt, Apple is meeting them halfway. You still get the modern, layered look, but now you also get control. And that balance is important. Because at the end of the day, design isn't just about how something looks, it's about how it feels to use. If the interface gets in your way, it doesn't matter how crassive it is. But if Apple can keep the aesthetic while improving usability, that's where things get interesting. Personally, this shift suggests something bigger about Apple's direction. For years, the company has been known for making bold decisions and expecting users to follow. But with a system-wide visual slider, it feels like Apple is starting to embrace flexibility in a way we haven't seen before. Not full customization like Android, but definitely more control than before. And if this works, it could open the door for even more user-driven tweaks in future updates. So no, the most annoying part of the new iPhone design isn't going away anytime soon. But for the first time, you might actually get to decide how much of it you see. And that changes everything. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.